9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
I went and shut off a few things that were probably sucking up my bandwidth.
Oh, no worries. Hey, we are back for another Free For All Friday. It is Hard Way Wrestling. We have Tricky Ricky and Scotty the Body.
Woo.
And it is.
Did you just woo?
It is a hard Friday.
It is. This has been a tough week, boys.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie. This is. We had a death earlier in the week, and we're gonna talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into it, boys. Terry Funk passed away on Wednesday. Pro wrestling legend Terry Funk died on Wednesday, August 23rd, at the age of 79. His death was confirmed this week by fellow wrestlers Mick Foley and Ric Flair. Funk impacted nearly all areas of pro wrestling in his career and spanned more than 50 years. He started in 1965 in Western States Sports, a wrestling promotion ran by his father, the late Dory Funk. Terry would go on to have successful stints in the WWF, the WWE, WCW, ECW, TNA, and as well as Japanese wrestling. I love how they put Japanese wrestling.
King of the Death Match.
And Deathmatch King, and on the independent circuit. His bout with Hulk Hogan was from the mid '80s. Was one of the highly influential of wrestling fans. So we knew Terry. We heard Terry a few months ago was in some bad health, and he is 79 years old. And the guy, how many retirement matches did Terry Funk have?
Lost count.
50 or 60, I think.
I think Ric Flair's still trying to catch him.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, in all of Terry Funk's retirement matches, he never passed out in the middle of the ring like Ric Flair did.
Yo.
But did he drink as much as Ric Flair said he did the day before?
Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. So we lost a legend. I don't know a ton about Terry Funk. I do remember Terry Funk. I had his LJN. That was one of my favorite because it came with the branding iron, which I'll get into here shortly. I think Wyatt has the new Mattel Creations Terry Funk that came with the Jake the Snake, right? It looks just like
it's Hulk Hogan and Jake the Snake. He's got Terry Funk not Terry Funk, Jake and somebody else.
Oh, I thought he had a Terry Funk.
No, the Hulk Hogan one was the one, the 2-pack that came with the Terry Funk.
Gotcha.
Jake and Hacksaw.
No, it wasn't Hacksaw. It was
Hacksaw.
There was another guy in there, but it was because I remember the creation.
I actually thought it was Terry Funk. I really thought it was Terry Funk.
Let me look, because I could have sworn it was Hogan, because it was Hogan and Funk from that rivalry, because it was Hogan in the white trunks. But I could be wrong. Hold on.
Well, you're never wrong.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you finally realized that.
Yes, it was Terry Funk and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
he might not have that one. That's not a very good picture.
I thought you got that one, Jason. I could have sworn you did.
Maybe it's behind the gobbledygooker. Yeah,
which we do need to talk about by the end of this episode.
I'd have to look around here. I don't know. I don't think I have any Terry Funk, anything. But I can't see everything, so
yeah, that's like
I got a lot of my room straightened up. Anyway,
yeah, that's my toy room to a T. I don't know where everything is because I can't.
I spent about 4 hours in here the other day getting shit onto the wall, and actually, I don't know if you can see. That's all the brawlers and retros.
Oh my god.
Anyway, We are live on Facebook, right?
We are.
We're live on
All right,
Facebook.
and YouTube. Perfect. All right, so we had talked about it earlier in the week. All right, so give us, Scotty. Actually, Ricky. Let's go with Ricky first because Scotty's going to be long-winded. Scotty's more of a. Am I wrong?
No, you ain't wrong.
Okay.
You ain't wrong.
So, Ricky, can you give us, like, I know you probably did some research this week on, can you give us one of your favorite Terry Funk matches?
The death matches in Japan with Mick Foley, the barbed wire ropes and the explosions. He is the king of the death match, one of the original hardcore guys.
The exploding barbed wire?
Yeah, and it wasn't like the turnbuckle fizzlers that Tony Khan had. But yeah, that was, those matches are what I remember seeing of Terry Funk, and also his Chainsaw Charlie gimmick, because that's just a cool ass name.
They just came out with Mattel just came out with a Chainsaw Charlie figure, I think, and I that was the one. I don't buy a lot of Mattel figures anymore because I can't, right? I just can't.
You got an addiction.
But I do have an addiction. But I was looking for the Chainsaw Charlie because I wanted this thing because I believe it had a stocking over his face.
Yeah.
I just wanted mini stockings. That's all. I just wanted mini stockings. So I'll give you mine before Scotty gets into his. And it's the same thing, Mick Foley, but this was ECW. ECW, this match, I've watched this match probably 50 times. And then it was funny. I went back to do a little research to see if there was something else, and this video popped up immediately. It's the one where Mick Foley, I think Terry Funk touched every chair in the arena. Like he picked up every chair and hit Mick with it. They beat each other senseless all over the ring. The final was Mick Foley DDT Terry Funk onto a chair. Got the pin. Yes, got the pin. And then after that, Sandman came in with a kendo stick and beat the absolute tar out of Mick Foley. And then Terry went and had his branding iron and lit it on fire. Got into the ring, and as the Sandman's dumping alcohol all over Mick Foley or whatever he was dumping on him, probably alcohol. If it was, but Sandman probably not wasting alcohol.
Spit a lot of it out most of the time.
Yeah. So, and then Funk gets in, blows a fireball into Foley's face. Foley goes down, and he goes on to try to brand him with this branding iron, this big ball of flame on the end of this. And Mick Foley's never moved so quick in his life. He was rolling at top speed out of the ring, trying to get out of the ring. So then Mick Foley eventually gets that branding iron, chases Terry Funk away. But that's my favorite. That's my favorort death. I think that's a death match. It's got to be a death match, right?
Everything.
Terry
Funk died.
Now, question: was that the one where the branding, or which one was the one that something was lit on fire and it went out into the crowd and there was a lawsuit over it? Was that match, or was that a different?
I don't think it was that match. I don't think it was that match. They probably, back in the day, they used to run that shit over and over again. They used to run it back, so it's very possible that they ran that same match somewhere else. But yeah,
well, because I know
in the crowd. They were in the crowd. At one point, Terry Funk leaned over. Oh no, was it Mick Foley? Mick Foley leaned over. Somebody tried to give Mick Foley a chair. He pushed the chair away. He leaned over and he grabbed a toilet seat and was choking Funk with the toilet seat.
Gotta love it.
How does the toilet seat end up in the second row?
It's the ECW arena. What do you expect? That entire place was a toilet.
Half the toilets didn't even flush, and the toilet seats are laying out in the crowd. But go ahead, Scotty. Give us your.
Well, now mine's a little interesting because it wasn't the best match ever, but it was a match that really kind of cemented the legacy of ECW, and that was Raven versus Terry Funk for the ECW title. Like it's not the best match ever, but it was still one of those matches that you watch and you watch Terry Funk at his age taking the beating that he did from Raven. And he had already been through a three-way dance early, like right before that. to determine the number one contender, and then Raven comes out after Terry wins and just starts beating the dog snot out of him. And it's that final moment when Terry wins the title, and you've got Terry in the crowd, bloody, beaten, but celebrating with Tommy Dreamer next to him, holding his hand out, and then Terry's got the belt over his head. It was just something special to see a guy who had given so much to this business, and they gave something back to him by giving that title that Terry didn't even like. Terry was a legend, right? He did not need a title to be successful in that company, but they gave it to him anyways out of a sign of respect and the fact that he helped to build a good bit of that company. So, I like that's still, I think, one of my favorite, Terry Funk moments. That, and if you're going to go an ECW route, even though it wasn't a full-on match, I can't remember if it was Terry Funk and Cactus Jack teaming up or if it was something else, but the night where Public Enemy comes out and attacks Terry Funk and Cactus, and then Cactus calls for a chair, and the entire arena or the ring fills up with chairs, and you're watching Terry on the side of the ring, and he's like he's trying to dodge chairs, but he keeps getting hit. There was one moment he's leaned up against the ropes with that Terry Funk grimace, he just had that really Terry Funk grimace because he just got hit in the head with a flying chair. So those kind of moments, anything that Terry Funk was in, had something special to it. And even
how did he make it to 79?
Yes, and the fact that he made it to 79, the way he pushed his body, was insane.
Yeah,
Wyatt said in our group chat earlier that some of his best stuff was Terry Funk versus Jerry Lawler. And I know people always call me a Cornetteite, but if you really want some good history on Memphis, Conan, you go and listen to Cornette's podcast, because Cornette was in the arena that night, watching the Funk match, and if I remember right, that was the beginning of. Well, no, it wasn't the beginning of the story. It was the first 5-star match that him and his friend Weasel Dooley ever rated, because the blood, the atmosphere, the fact that Funk is bleeding out the asshole, but he's screaming at he's being this maniac.
What kind of match is this?
Huh?
What kind of match is this where he's bleeding out of his asshole? I'm gonna type that into YouTube.
Typical Terry Funk match. But no, he's one, and Funk is at the top of his lungs, screaming the word "pig, pig" at Lawler the whole night, and just acting like a maniac to the point where, when Cornette described this, where he's seeing the fans on the ringside aisle, when Funk gets close to them, backing up, like they're trying to get out of Terry Funk's way, trying to get into the back row because they're scared of this guy. That just shows you the kind of power this guy had, where, he was the NWA champion. He wrestled in the normal style, but when you give him the ability to go crazy, he went crazy, but he didn't make it not believable. He was so believable, he had fans trying to get out of everybody else's way to get away from him because they were so scared of him.
Who was scarier, Terry Funk or Bruiser Brody?
Ooh.
Grayson says it was the Texas dildo match.
Honestly, again, as much as I love Terry, and I don't want to disrespect the man's memory,
He gave me that tattoo.
Brody, I think, was a little slightly scarier because
slightly.
Yeah. So, that's.
What about New Jack? Who's scarier, New Jack or
New Jack?
Brody.
New Jack wins every time because
at
least Brody
was a fucking maniac.
Yeah, at least Brody wouldn't legitimately stab you with something. New Jack would the only time Brody legitimately stabbed people is if he was fearing for his life. New Jack just stabbed people because he felt like it. So
that guy was a fucking maniac.
But yeah, no, that's my memory of Terry Funk is the original is the ECW first title run that Funk got with that belt, which was again, like I always remember seeing that and seeing him again with the belt over his head, celebrating in the crowd, and it's like, yeah, okay, this man is a legend.
All right, we're moving on. I mean, it's sad we lost Terry, and then yesterday,
Yesterday sucked.
this we have no real relationship with wrestlers. I mean, I know a ton of fucking wrestlers, indie wrestlers, and guys I deal with on a daily, and I would be like super crushed if one of these guys passed away or whatever. And yesterday, Bray Wyatt passed away at the age of 36. Pro wrestler, former WWE World Champion, Bray Wyatt. I mean, are they even the fact that they even said he was a WWE World Champion, and I could have sworn that they completely forgot about that, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't that over in Jeddah? Didn't he do that in Jeddah? Didn't he beat Goldberg or somebody like that over in Jeddah?
No, he beat
won
somebody
3 world titles.
Beat for the title.
He beat Cena for the title back in like 14, 16, something like that. And then he beat Braun Strowman for the Universal title.
Yeah.
And then I believe might have been Goldberg was the other one.
Yeah, I thought Goldberg was the one they were trying to forget.
Well, everybody tries to forget Goldberg.
His real name, Wyndham Rotunda, died unexpectedly Thursday at August 24th at the age of 36. As a WWE legend, Triple H, Paul Levesque explained this week. Per reports, Wyatt had been dealing with some health issues for much of this year, but was planning to come back to pro wrestling. However, he died. He died of a reported heart attack on Thursday. Now, when I heard that he passed away, heart attack was not on my list, right?
No.
I never thought heart attack. I felt like, and I could be wrong, I don't know what Bray's mental health concerns were, issues, but I thought that's what it might have been. I thought that it seemed like he just couldn't get out of his own head, and then he committed suicide. But then I lost my note too. But then then it was reported that he had a heart attack. Throughout his WWE, I'm sorry.
Which that heart attack supposedly was stemmed from him having COVID early in the year and caused some major heart issues within him. And then he was supposedly recovering, and then boom, heart attack yesterday, and unfortunately passed.
Throughout his WWE career, Wyatt made a name for himself with his eerie storytelling, unique promos, and memorable feuds with other WWE superstars. He held various championships during his time with the WWE, including the WWE Championship, which I already stated. Triple H, Chief Content Officer, wrote, just received a call from WWE Hall of Famer Mike Rotunda, who informed us of the tragic news of his WWE family member for life, Wyndham Rotunda, also known as Bray Wyatt, unexpectedly passed away earlier today. Our thoughts and prayers to his family and everyone. If you could please respect the family. This kind of hits me because I'm a heart patient. I had a heart attack back in 2017, 16. Very lucky. It was just a blockage. It was a 99% blockage. 99%. 99. It was a 99% blockage, in one of the arteries on the backside of my heart. Would have never caught it. Would have never saw it. No one would ever caught it till it was too late. I wasn't feeling good and was out running people's credit, doing credit reports for people and repairing their credit. And the guy I was working with at the time, he said, because I got all sweaty, it felt like I was having the flu. And he said, man, you better go to the hospital. And I'm not a hospital guy. I hate fucking doctors. We all do, right? So instead of making a right and going home, I made a left and went to the emergency room. And they kept me overnight. And they told me I had a mild heart attack. So went in, had a stent put in. Most of mine is genetic stuff. It's cholesterol and that kind of shit. So I had a stent put in, was feeling good for a couple years. Then it'll be a year ago coming up in October. I wasn't feeling well. I was, getting real heavy chested. I'd walk. Girlfriend and I would go for a walk.
Tim said one piece of bacon from dying.
And I was, and he'll be able to tell you. And we talked earlier about building and all the shit that I got going on all the time. But I couldn't just do little things. It was weighing on me. So I went and got checked. Couldn't pass the stress test. In the Widowmaker, I had a 99% blockage. And when Tim says I was one piece of bacon away from having a heart attack, he was absolutely correct. I went in, had a stent, cleaned it up, and went to the doctors a couple weeks later, and he said you were one nap away from not waking up. So that kind of hit hard, right? This whole Bray Wyatt thing kind of hits hard because here today, gone tomorrow. I say it all the time, right? Here today, gone tomorrow. So you got to live your life to the fullest.
And it sucks. He was just at such a young age too, of 36.
36. I can't imagine. And then COVID of all things, right? A lot of people think, COVID's not real. It's all government, Chinese, blah, blah, blah. It killed a lot of fucking people. And I don't know what strain he had, if he had the original strain or he had the new strain or the middle strain or he was straining spaghetti. I don't fucking know. But COVID got him, damaged his heart, and today we no longer have Bray Wyatt. So, again, this hit close to home for me. So.
Yeah, I'd imagine there will be a huge tribute show on SmackDown tonight for him.
Supposedly they've switched up a bunch of plans of what they were going to do. Yeah. So we're going to see a lot of tribute stuff, I'm sure. So.
And a lot of the superstars that posted tweets and whatnot about it just talked about how much of a great person he was, very friendly, someone that they always look forward to being around and talking to. So it's an unfortunate shame to lose somebody like that so early in life, especially a father of 4 kids.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is tough. Randy Chris said it sucks because he had so much more to give story wise, and leaving behind those young kids. And Bray was, Seth always says he's the visionary, but I'm pretty sure Bray was a visionary. Bray thought outside the box. Bray was not your typical cookie cutter wrestler. He was, he's Husky Harris. He always had trouble with his weight. He's a big guy, which I don't know where he got it because the Rotundas, Barry Windham was always kind of a chubbo, but nobody was as big as Bray. But
yeah.
But he was always the kind of guy that he didn't want to have a typical match. It couldn't be a typical match. He either had to come out of the ring, or somebody had to catch on fire, or he had to catch on fire, or he had to be with the Firefly Funhouse. I mean, all those videos of him and the Wyatt family coming to the ring, and it's pitch black dark, and all you see is the Fireflies, everyone with their little flashlights out, and the entrance he had with he's got the whole world, and all those children coming like that. Like, I got some hair on my arm, and
I got thinking about it right.
It gives me goosebumps just to think of what we got out of this guy, and it makes me sad to what we're not going to get anymore. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
I love the leader of worlds with Matt Hardy when them two went at each other in that Royal Rumble, and I was so fucking pissed. Like, I wanted them to team up, and then when they finally teamed up and won the tag titles, that was excellent. One of my favorite moments.
And this is the one thing that I will never forgive Vince McMahon for. I have always been high on Bray.
I agree with you. I know what you're getting ready to say. Go ahead.
And it was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt And they again, this is during a time when all the cheering, and these guys like the crowd was so behind Bray Wyatt. It was out to WrestleMania 13, Austin and Hart, the double turn that they did that they were leading up to WrestleMania that year, and again, like the crowd is firmly behind Bray Wyatt. They're booing the daylights out of Cena, and they killed this. The WrestleMania match they didn't do too bad on, but then they killed the feud dead in its tracks the next month with a Last Man Standing match, and it killed Bray Wyatt's push deader than 4 o'clock. And like if they hit again, I know Cena's the golden boy, and all the bull crap with Make a Wish and this, that, and the other thing. I get it, but the thing is, you got to do what's best for business, and what was best for business is to make a new star.
Now, do you think that was Vince, or do you think that was Cena?
I think it was both.
Oh, yeah, both.
It was both of them. But
Vince protecting his golden goose like he always did Hogan.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And but like the lead up to that, like that was a time where Raw was starting to be unwatchable, and I would tune in every week because I wanted to see what they were going to do with the Wyatt family and Cena, because like you were saying earlier, the kids with the sheet masks and singing "You Got the Whole World." There was one night they had a cage match, Cena and Wyatt on Raw, and they did the lights out deal, and Bray goes out of the cage, and the entire cage, even up the ramp, is kids in sheet masks, and they got this one kid singing "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands," and the entire arena picks it up and starts singing it, and it's like, again, I've got goosebumps because it was a night that I like gave me chills because it was such a good character. Like they just kept building and building, and then again killed it. And I was like, all right, I just lost all faith in WWE at that point, all faith in Vince. And I was like, Vince was the leader. He could have vetoed John Cena, but like you said, Ricky, he was protecting his golden goose. And like that would have been the greatest, because Bray Wyatt, and I know some people disagree with this thought process, but Bray Wyatt was going to be the next version of The Undertaker. Hear me out. He wasn't going to be The Undertaker.
Oh, nobody's going to be The Undertaker, but yeah, a different style. A
different style and different presentation. The promos were great. The matches weren't always his best, but but his style in the ring was so unorthodox that it made you want to watch him more and more. And again, the promos always drew you in. So
I think for Bray would have been a less is more type of deal. Like, we didn't need to see him every week with the Firefly Funhouse. We didn't need to see him on every Monday night or Saturday night or Friday night or whatever. But every once in a while, he just shows up. And it's electric.
Yeah.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Like, it's electric when he shows up.
When he returned, the crowd reaction, like when he had gotten fired, and then he came back, and he cut that stunningly good promo where he just came out as himself and cut that stunningly good promo. Even if it didn't go anywhere, you were like, oh my gosh, this guy. And one, he can talk. Two, like, you want to know where it was building, where it was leading, because he could talk you into a building, even if he didn't say anything.
Did you even know what he was fucking talking about half the time?
You didn't, but he was talking in such a way that brought you into what he was saying, and you're like, okay, where is he going to go with this? What's the next step in the how is he going to bring this out even more next time? And like, it was just it kills me that we lost a guy that had, like Randy said, had so much more to give. Like, and the fact that they shut him down at what could have been the peak of his career early on, it kills me. This is one of those things that I will always be fired up about, because I was a big Bray Wyatt guy. I wasn't necessarily like the Firefly Funhouse was a cool idea to start. It didn't go where I thought it would have been, where it could have gone. The Fiend was, again, another interesting idea. Didn't quite go where I thought it could have gone, and it could have been better. But, he had so much potential. And like you said, Jason, he thought outside the box. His ideas were outside the box. If they had given them time to mature and maybe get, really kind of figure out where he wanted to go with things and then put it out on television, I think he would have been even more phenomenal. Like, I think they kind of pushed him out the door a little too quick, and they didn't get, whatever his creative was supposed to be. Because we heard all kinds of rumors, and Jason, you and I discussed this a million times. The new Wyatt family, who was going to be involved, where are they going to pull the trigger on it? When he debuted that night, or when he re-debuted, he had all the puppets that were real people standing out in the crowd, and we were expecting one by one they were going to get revealed to be Bo Dallas and either maybe LA Knight or Karrion Kross or some,
Alexa
all
Bliss.
these Alexa Bliss, different people that were going to be the of all the puppets. What was that?
That'd be a motorcycle driving by my house.
I thought you ripped one, Jason. That's what I thought.
I'll tell you what, it'd have been a lot louder than that. I was never, like, I liked Bray Wyatt. I thought a lot of his stuff was great. But when he came back and he did that promo in the middle of the ring about how thankful he was for the fans and the people and being back, that got me, right? Because I said it earlier. I said it to you earlier. You get to be here. You don't have to be here. You get to be here. So you should enjoy every moment you can in every aspect of life, because tomorrow's not promised, right? Did you think JoJo woke up this morning and thought her husband was going to be gone? No, I doubt it. I really doubt it. So just everybody keep that in mind. I mean, I know it's wrestling. And Tim would say it perfectly. It's fake fighting in your underwear, but you grow with these people. You see them start out here and grow and grow and grow, and you grow with them, right? We all watched Randy Orton grow up in the ring. We all watched. We watched Bray grow up from Husky Harris, from the
Nexus.
The Nexus thing, to grow up into the ring. We watched the Miz grow up in the ring. Like you build a bond, even though they don't fucking know you, right? They don't know who you are. You build a bond with these people, and then this kind of stuff just really hits. Really hits. So.
Really quick, did Miz ever actually really grow up? I don't think he ever did.
Yeah, he's got big ball, he's got little tiny balls, so they're
but yeah, no, I like and just one other person that you haven't met is Stone Cold. Like, we watched this guy go from the Ringmaster to Austin to all the different
we had him before that. He was stunning Steve Austin, right? He was part of the Hollywood Blondes, right?
Yes.
We watched his evolution from a lot of hair to no hair, right? These are the we watched Rocky Maivia. We watched him grow up from Rocky Maivia to the Nation of Domination to The Rock to
and now he's in AEW.
Yeah. Just side note, completely. You just said something like you hesitated on when you were saying the Nation of Domination. I just thought of a great gimmick for Dominic Mysterio, the Nation of Dom. It just popped into my head, like he should start his own little group and just be the Nation of Dom. I don't know why it just stuck in my head.
I'm a follower. I would definitely be a follower. So. We're gonna move on again. Rest in peace to Terry Funk, and rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. I know it happens in threes, man. Let's no more this week, bro.
No
more this week. Now I have an event Saturday night, so hopefully I'm not the third. I am a legend. I am a legend.
In your own mouth. Really quick, just something else at the end of this. I just did look it up. Bray Wyatt won the World Championship defeating Cena, Styles, Miz, Ambrose, and Baron Corbin inside the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah, that was the one.
Okay.
I forgot about the Elimination Chamber.
So, I don't know if it says where.
It was when they did the annual Elimination Chamber pay-per-views, I believe.
Okay. It's too long of an article to read all the way through, but yeah, that's what it says online is that to get his first world title, all those guys in the chamber. So
Randy Chris said that. Remember, I was saying about he wasn't really built like any of his guys. Randy said he's built like Blackjack Mulligan. I completely forgot that his grandfather was Blackjack Mulligan.
Yeah, he was definitely built like Blackjack.
Yeah, completely forgot. Do they respect the memory of some cheesy shit that Captain Howdy?
Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy. I'm just reading some of the comments.
Yeah, what are they going to do with him now?
That's a good question. I believe he showed up on. Oh, Scotty's gone. What happened to Scotty?
He forgot to get his ice pack for his phone.
God, Scotty's phone. He works off of his phone, and it has a headache, so he needs to put an ice pack on it to get it to get it. So I tell you what, while we're waiting for him, let's go ahead and do. I got my wrestling crate. Let's go ahead and do an unboxing real quick. You good with that?
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Knock her out, because we're gonna need like 2.5 hours to discuss the AEW card.
There we go.
Oh, he's back.
Say it again.
Get your ice pack.
Yep.
I said, hurry with the unboxing, because we're gonna need 2.5 hours to do a card review for All In.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Hold on 1 second here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yep, I can hear you. I can actually see you now.
Oh, well, hold on a minute.
Yeah, please change that. I don't really want to see you.
There we go. Someone get Scott. Tim said someone get Scott a comb.
What?
Tim said someone get Scott a comb.
Yeah, my hair's.
We're gonna have him carve grooves in his soup in his cereal spoon, and then he can use that as a comb. What did you do, Jason? Now we're echoing.
Yeah.
Hold tight.
Oh, Jesus. Getting the paddle out.
Hey, Tim, you want a piece of this, man? I got it ready.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
How about now?
We can hear you.
Okay.
We wish we couldn't, but we can't. We can.
I unplugged my. I'm the heart and soul of this fucking video. Let me turn that back up there a little bit. There we go. Somehow how's that?
I can hear you fine, dude.
I can hear you.
Perfect. No echoing.
No echoing.
Nope.
All right. So we were gonna quickly do an unboxing since you had to go get an ice pack for your phone and his headache, but
yeah. Pizza Cutter news. He's got his new box.
It just came in today. I was gonna do a live unboxing and record it, but the hell with that. We're gonna do it live here. I have no idea what this box is gonna hold. Just gonna. Oh. So for those who don't know, Pro Wrestling Tees, they have a crate. They have 2 crates. They have an All Elite crate, which is AEW, and then they have a Pro Wrestling crate, which is like a mixture of different wrestling whatevers. So every week they give you a couple T-shirts, a micro brawler, could be a sticker, could be a keychain. I give most of that shit away. I'm going to give a lot of it away tomorrow night at TCW in Virginia. By the way, thank you. Wait till you guys see my entrance.
Jeez. Is it at the same place as the last time, or is this a different locale?
Same place. Place. But I get it's their WrestleMania. So I get my own entrance, and it will be epic. So
thank God you're taking AK and not Ellsworth.
Undefeated still, by the way.
Undefeated. Not until I get in the ring with him.
Undefeated. So they tell you what's inside. We don't look at that because we don't want to know. So reach in. So let's do the first one. We got 2 shirts, and one of the most exciting things ever is the first shirt is not black, right?
Wow.
So most of the shirts, and there is a black shirt in it, but most of the shirts they do give you are black. But we've got some okay colored shirts. So let's see. We got Kicking Head in the Oh, this is American Dragon. Brian Dan. I mean, that's a good looking shirt.
Nice.
That's not a bad looking shirt. Kicking Head's in. Okay, he's not kicking anything right now, but okay.
Well, I mean, he
he's not. He can still kick. He just can't punch.
All right. We have a Major Bendy's card. They're really pushing these major, the big rubber guys. I don't know if you've seen those with the. The Major Pod came out with their own LJN type figures. They just came out with a Ric Flair that's in his suit.
Ooh.
And Slaughter and Demolition and Andre and anyway.
Nice.
They're pushing that. Okay, next shirt. What do we got here? Oh boy. Ooh, we'll be wearing this on Sunday.
There you go.
The knife pervert. The Sling Blade J Way. That's actually a not bad shirt. I don't know that I'd wear that out in public, but whatever. Okay. So one thing I hate with Pro Wrestling Tees is they send you socks. They get not every box, but you get socks. They're good for one time. Now I got little fat tubby toes, right? So they sent socks. I have no idea who this is. So I don't even want to. It's got an eyeball. Doesn't look like anybody I would know.
Well, let's see him.
I can't tell who it is. What's the eyeball?
I don't have a.
Looks like New Jack almost.
New Jack? I'm darker than this dude. There's no way that's New Jack.
It's the expression. It's the expression.
Oh, you weren't being like super sketchy racist guy.
No.
All right, well, I'll figure out who that is later. Okay, so we got a pin. Oh, we got a Brody King pin.
Read the card.
How appropriate.
I threw it.
Yeah, don't forget the card because the last time you got it up, you screwed the whole sound.
I did.
System up.
And then we got a Stinger patch.
Nice.
Right, got a Stinger patch, and our Micro Brawler is one that I believe that they ran. They tried to sell it on Pro Wrestling Tees. I don't think it did very well. Skinner the Skinner Micro Brawler, and I have a problem. I have a problem. Okay.
How many Skinners you have?
In my basement?
Yeah.
Oh, Skinners. I think you meant skinned. Women. All right.
Carmella's still down there. Her water broke.
Oh. I have my sump pump's running. So they also give you a picture sideways. I hate that. They give you a picture. Everyone gets an autographed picture, and we're gonna see who do we think it is.
I think
Looks
I
like
see blood. Is it John
Looks-
Moxley?
Looks like a boxing.
Glove.
Oh,
It's a
I
boxing
think
glove.
blood. It looked like I saw red. It looked like blood from my angle. I said John Moxley.
Looks like a boxing glove.
Logan Paul?
It's a white arm, so it's not.
Butterbean. Butterbean.
Is it Butterbean?
Yeah.
Is that Titty Butterbean?
I think it's Butterbean.
It's either
It
Butterbean
is
or Samoa
Butterbean.
Joe.
It's Butterbean.
It's either Butterbean or Samoa Joe. It is Butterbean.
Butterbean.
I'm not. So believe it or not, this might be my dad.
Oh, I know what card we're booking now for ATCW coming up. We're gonna
Butterbean.
and do a DNA test for face.
Oh,
Oh,
Yo, Scott can attest to the heat, the Dom heat that I have in that ring.
Woo! That was hysterical. I have never watched Jason get shouted down like that before.
That's part of the gig, bro.
Even when I shout you down, it ain't that bad. Go.
I thought I heard Scotty yelling and booing in there a couple times.
So you when those things happen in the ring, I kept bringing the mic to my mouth and they booed even louder, and I bring the mic. It just did exactly what Dom would do.
Yep.
Right. And our daddy Dom, and yeah, it was great. It was great. The heat was ridiculous.
It was hysterical.
It was the heat was absolutely ridiculous. All right, enough of that bullshit. It is time to talk AEW All In London. Our preview. We're going to do our preview, and we are going to cover every match and go through. As of right now, there's only 9 matches, I think.
I know, that is very.
I thought there was about 15, but I couldn't.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
not yet.
There's still Rampage tonight and Collision tomorrow night.
Yes, they're probably going to add at least 2 more to the kickoff. 0 hours. So I imagine that's what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to add any more to the regular card. So, but we'll see. Usually all the main stories are already ready to go. So for 0 hour, we have Aussie Open versus MJF and Adam Cole for the RH Tag Team Championship match. This is an RH match. So what do we think here, Ricky? Do you think MJF and Adam Cole take these belts?
No, I don't think. Although something about this pay-per-view just has me on the fence with every single match.
Every match. There's not one match.
That's what I like about this, because normally, like an AEW pay-per-view card comes up, and I can damn near pick everyone right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know what they're going to do with this whole thing. You would figure Aussie Open just got the tag titles at the last ROH pay-per-view. I don't think they're going to drop them yet. I think there's going to be more seeds planted somehow in this match between MJF and Adam Cole, possibly breaking up, which I hope they don't, because it's like the hottest thing AEW has going on right now. So right now I'm going to take Aussie Open in this one.
All right. Scotty?
So, yeah, I'm just like you, Ricky. I'm on the fence about it because I could see them doing a swerve, taking the belts, and then having this, like, kind of like a Kane and Mankind situation where they don't know, like, going into the world title deal, that you don't.
I was going to say, like, a Austin Shawn Michaels kind of thing.
That
Austin Undertaker, I mean.
Yeah, that too. Where you're the champs and you don't know if you can trust your partner, and then they go into the world title match and something happens and somebody gets stabbed in the back, so it creates this whole dynamic, and now they're the tag team champions. But but I'm gonna side with you on this one, Ricky. I think they're gonna go Aussie Open winning it, and then just plant some seeds a different way. But yeah.
Well, I'm also going to agree with you guys. I'm going to go with Aussie Open, but I'm going with the Kingdom and Roddy Strong interfering in this match.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
And causing Adam Cole or MJF to lose this match, or Adam Cole to lose this match somehow. I believe MJF eats the pin.
MJF ate the pin against FTR, so I'm thinking maybe Adam Cole will take this one.
Yeah, but if he takes it, well, we'll get to that. And we'll get to the reason why I think that MJF is going to eat the pin in this one. So.
Yeah, never mind. I think I see where you're going with it.
Gotcha. Okay, next.
I'll take that back.
Next match. So there are 10 matches. There's 9 on the main card and 10. All right, so we have the Stadium Stampede, Eddie Kingston, Penta, Sarah Manuel, and Best Friends. Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta versus a Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Claudio Casseroli.
And the returning Santana and Ortiz.
Don't forget Wheeler Yuta, and Santana and Mike Santana. Why are they calling him Mike Santana? You know when he came out last night? You watched Wednesday, right? Did you watch Wednesday, Rick?
Clips of it, yes.
Okay. Scott, you haven't watched it?
Unfortunately, I had to go to work early to recertify for CPR and first aid so I can save dummies' lives.
Yeah. Save a dummy's life, yeah. When Santana ran out, he took his whatever off. I thought it was Bo Dallas. I ain't gonna lie. He is swole as fuck, but he's so thick that he had Bray Wyatt or Bray. He had Bo Dallas's shape. I swear to God, if you can find a clip where Santana comes out, you'll go, "Fuck!" I thought it was Bo Dallas. I swear to God, I was like, "Man, that body ain't even cold yet," and Bo's done signed a contract with someone else.
Wow. Yeah. Oh,
so this is Stadium Stampede match. I hate these matches.
I hate this one either.
Yep.
I have zero interest in this match.
Yeah, no, it's real easy not to have any interest in this match at all.
They had to write Ray Phoenix off because he was having visa issues, so he was unable to travel.
We got reports today that somebody else will not be making Wembley.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah. Let me look and see if he's even on the card here. I think they were going to do something for 0 Hour. I think that was the plan. But Jeff Hardy's not going to make it to Wembley.
Oh, there's a surprise.
There's
a surprise.
They don't let felons leave the country, so I guess.
Yeah, we just let them in.
We definitely let him in. Let's go to the chat here real quick. Aussie all the way. Grayson Knapp says Aussie all the way. I think it's going to set up the main. They lose and one blames the other. Yeah, I mean, Tony doesn't. Someone get Scott a comb.
If Roddy Strong costs them the match, it'll be Adam, he's your friend, so that's kind of where it'll start out. Yeah. You may blame Adam Cole for something to do with Roddy Strong because of their history together.
Yeah. All right, so we got returning Eddie Kingston,
returning Santana and Ortiz.
We don't gotta eat too much on this match. But who do you guys have?
I got Moxley bleeding before he gets in the ring.
That's every time you. That's 100%. That's a bet every time.
I'm going with BCC, and you know me.
I would probably agree with that. I don't want to see the best friends win because I just think they're an idiot team, but I hate Blackpool as well. So, but I'm just going to go with Blackpool because
how are you going to be called Blackpool and not win?
Yeah, well,
that's true.
I want to see Orange Cassidy actually get blood. I
honestly would have rather seen Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta for the international title.
Yeah, that would have. I mean, we've seen it though.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch that than a damn Stadium Stampede.
Oh, I believe it.
We got about 10,000 different camera angles. Go ahead, Scotty. My bad.
No, you're fine. No, I think we have seen that before, but yeah, I like Stadium Stampede. Who cares? Honestly, some of these matches, like a good number of these matches, are going to be bathroom break matches. You really don't need to sit around and watch and pay attention to it because it's going to be a whole bunch of garbage.
The card is not interesting to me. So we're all taking Blackpool here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Now I have a contingency. If Trent's mom shows up, she could be the difference maker.
Yeah. No. Now I know. Screw Orange Cassidy game, but I want to see Trent's mom get blood. Let's see.
Oh boy.
She gigs. Trent's mom gets Trent's mom on a pole match. I see it now. So, all right. We got Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay. I don't care about this match either. I mean, Will Ospreay has done so much over the past couple years. Everybody knows they've seen the iconic superhero pose with him and Ricochet. I don't know. I don't know that. Like Ospreay is gonna have to back it down about 10 notches so Chris Jericho can keep up.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would think Jericho's going to put him over in this, but again, I just fucking don't have any idea which way they're going to go with this. I'm assuming Don Callis is going to play a hand in this as well.
Conan.
I love my boy Jericho, but I'm going to go Ospreay.
Yeah, I agree, Scotty.
So here's again. I know how Jericho's going to reinvent himself this next time around because he always does a new gimmick at some point.
Well, he said he had to be the best Jericho that he could possibly be.
Yeah, well, the new gimmick is going to be Vampire Jericho, where he sucks the life out of everything around him. Like Ospreay, I feel like
Ospreay, you just made the list.
Yeah. Ospreay doesn't need it. Like Jericho needs this match more than Ospreay does.
That's for sure.
And I feel like this is Jericho just trying to find something cool and hip to hook back into to keep himself relevant. So I hope Jericho does the right thing and puts Ospreay over, but I kind of get a feeling like he's going to try to win this and maybe try to do a series, a run with Ospreay or something.
I can see that.
Like you say, Ricky, it's hard to tell where they're going to go with this. I'm going to call Jericho winning it on this one because I think that's my take on it.
Wow. Okay. Well, Grayson
made the list.
Yeah.
Grayson picks Grayson Knapp, who's in the chat here. He's just on it today. He is taking.
Get this guy into the fantasy league.
No, I want to win. I want to win.
He'll produce more correct picks and papers than Tony.
That's for sure. I've reached out to Tony today, and he just tried to call during the video. So, yeah. But anyway, Grayson is taking William Ospreay. I prefer Ocean Spray myself. Okay, so we got the Golden Showers, Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Peg Warmer Page versus Bullet Club Gold. Guns up, baby. Juice Robinson, Jay White, and Kanushke to get to take a shit out. Take a shit out. And I have never really looked at this spelling before. It is absolutely spelled like take a shit.
Take a shit out.
That's why Cornette has always said that, which is why I love it. Again, another match of I love Bullet Club Gold. I love
but no guns.
Yeah.
No guns. Why no guns?
No ass boys. No ass boys. They've been cursed.
But I love Bullet Club, Juice Robinson, Jay White. I love them. They've been doing really good. I would like to see, just on a side note, I would like to see a little less of Jay on the promo and see more of Juice. Juice is a phenomenal promo. But that being said, again, I'm not a big fan of Omega and his crew and whatnot.
Yeah.
Not a really I want to see Bullet Club Gold go over on this one, but it's I honestly just don't care either way. It's not. There's no real story being advanced here, so it's who cares? But I'm going to call Bullet Club Gold on this one.
Ricky.
Fuck. Give me a hit. I would much rather see Bullet Club Gold win this, but I think they're going to give it to Peg Warmer and Kenny.
I'm going with Bullet Club Gold, but I'm going with Jay Cardboard White to take the pin.
This kind of almost makes it feel like you're setting up the next iteration of Stadium Stampede and/or Blood and Guts here with Ospreay and Bullet Club Gold and Take a Shitta, and then you got Peg Warmer and Omega and Chris Jericho. It just feels that way. Like this whole thing with the Don Callis' new family and the Elite and Jericho is not going to go away anytime soon.
Well, just go ahead.
No, just something funny. I wish I could remember the guy's name. There was an old school manager who had his version of the Jimmy Hart's first family or stuff like that. Paul Jones. Paul Jones's Army. That's who it is. Why in the heck does the Don Callis family remind me of Paul Jones's Army? And anybody out there that gets that reference, I applaud you for it. Yeah, it's just like
our demographic is under 70.
Yeah. So no, yeah. I just every time I hear the Don Fallis family, I always am like, this just feels like Paul Jones to me. But yeah. So.
Well, Grayson says Billy hints that he's Billy Gunn again. So he sees the interference and helping the boys win. The guns aren't there.
Yes, the guns aren't there, but I think they'll be there. They'll probably
be there, but they're not in the match. So.
They're not in a match. Yeah.
It's another reason surprised me. Why don't the guns have a match on this?
They're probably going to be on
0 hour.
Yeah, 0 hour.
Yeah, they'll end up getting 0 hour.
Again, I take Jay White's cardboard cutout to take the pin. All right, we have Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage in a coffin. Sting never loses match.
I mean, you said it pretty much right there. Sting never loses, so there's my pick.
Yeah, I feel like Sting and them are going to win, but I think AR Fox is going to interfere, cause something going on here, and cause them to the Mogul Embassy or whatever they're calling themselves.
Fucking Mogul rejects
to lose the match. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't. Maybe AR Fox. That was a weird angle. AR Fox just joined, or just kicked the shit out of that boy Nick Wayne, and like he's already switched sides already. Like he's back and forth. He's a tweener. I don't know.
It's another one of them no DQ style matches. So I mean, they'll probably both end up in it. If Nick Wayne was able to sign his permission slip to leave the country and go on the field trip with the rest of the team.
Yeah. No, I'm calling Sting, Darby Allin, that crew. I'm calling that one.
We're all taking Sting here.
Yeah. We're talking the Legend Never Loses match, like you said. So
we got the House of Black versus the Acclaimed with Badass Billy Gunn for the Trios title. I think this is it, boys. I think that they're going to put the Trios on the Acclaimed.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Finally, Badass is going to get a belt.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't sure where they were going to go with this one because I was like, they just gave. I mean, like, how long have the House of Black had the Trios titles? Not very long, like 2 or 3 months, right?
They've had it a while now. They just don't do anything with them, really.
Weren't they the ones who originally, or was it the Bucks?
They beat.
It was the Bucks and
the Elite
and
lost
Kenny.
them to the Elite got them from Death Triangle.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Because Death Triangle won the best out of 7. Then the Elite got them, and then they lost them due to them getting the shit kicked out of themselves in the locker room.
There you go. That's exactly what it is. It's all because of CM Punk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, CM Punk did something right. He kicked the shit out of him. But anyway.
So we're all taking the Acclaimed here.
Yeah. Got to go with that. Because again, if they put the belts on the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn, I think that's a good. They haven't done much with the Acclaimed in a while, and they really need something to kind of get them. Not that the trio title is the best thing, but
they're still very much over.
They're still very over, and they need to do more with them to keep them relevant. So
Grayson thinks we're going to get a Billy turn.
Ooh. Okay.
I like Heel Billy.
I just don't.
Not Hillbilly.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see it, but I would have thought that would have happened when they were the Acclaim were battling the Ass Boys for the tag titles, but I don't know. We'll see. Wouldn't surprise me.
All right, we have probably maybe this is going to be the match of the night. FTR who are the champions, versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Scotty, who you got here? First off, what does FTR stand for?
Fuck the Revival, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought that was like Fear the Revelation or something like that.
It's had a bunch of names.
Yeah.
It was Fuck the Revival because that's what the Bucks put up on Instagram or Twitter, and then the FTR took that and just like, hey, we're gonna go with it. But so here's my take on this. All right, FTR should win. What they should be the ones to take the because it's the third match out of 3. And they should be the ones to take these belts, keep the belts and whatnot. But knowing the Young Bucks and the fact that they have political power, I guarantee you they're going to switch the belts in Wembley because why not? They're flying their entire family over there for this whole shindig. I mean, half the family I guarantee most of the Bucks family works for the company anyways. So they're flying their whole family over for this. So why not switch the belts and put it on the Young Bucks? That's what they're going to say anyways. And they're not going to do the right thing, and they're not going to put the best tag team in wrestling history in the last 10 years over. But yeah, I'm calling Young Bucks to win it because I feel like they're going to politic their way into it.
Yeah, like CM Punk. But yeah, I'm going with the Young Bucks as well. Although I want FTR to retain, but yeah, they're going to put them on the Bucks.
I'm on the fence about this one. The Bucks have already showed a few times that they're willing to put other teams over. I think I think the Bucks winning here doesn't hurt FTR because there will be another match coming up. There will be something else. Right? This is the third match, right? Is this the third match?
Yes, it's the third. Yeah.
Yeah. I can almost see. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. I honestly don't have a clue. I think FTR is on the verge of turning completely heel. They're running with CM Punk. So, I mean, people just kind of look at them now as kind of assholes. So that interview on Wednesday night kind of had me on the fence. So we'll see.
My view is like they should have switched a couple of matches here. Honestly, after the deal they did on Collision with Jay and Juice, I want to see that next match in the trilogy for titles. So it should have been, in my view, for Wembley, it should have been Jay and Juice versus FTR for the titles in the second round, in a second out of 3 matches, and put the Bucks in, whatever match.
Make it a ladder match. They already did 2 out of 3 falls. Just do a ladder match.
They could have done a ladder match or I don't care, best 3 out of 5 or whatever it is. I don't care what they do, but I want to see that Gin and Juice rematch because they were so
Gin
good on Collision. Huh? Oh, sorry, that's what
Gin and Juice.
That's what Cornette calls them. Cornette calls them.
Jesus.
But no, Jay and Juice would be a great thing, but they Bucks wanted this big moment. They're going to get this big moment. I get it.
They're going to win. They're going to win these titles. Then we're going to get a Juice Robinson. We're going to get a Bullet Club Gold versus Bucks because they've already called out the Elite a few times. They said they're better than Kenny Omega. They're better than the Bucks. So we're going to run into this Elite and Bullet Club Gold feud, and then those belts are going to go on Bullet Club Gold. I think the belts are going to go on Bullet Club Gold. I think the Young Bucks are transitional champions.
Yeah, I can see that.
Very possible that we get it All Out the following Saturday. So they have not announced any matches for that yet. They announced a couple, but it's not.
Yeah,
so Wembley is this weekend. All Out's the following weekend.
Yes, the third.
Yeah, it's a third. It's the third. That's a Sunday, and then WWE is on Saturday.
Yeah, payback Saturday.
Wow.
I believe Impact has one on Friday.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Drive me crazy. Super card of of wrestling.
Supercard weekend.
So we got Hikaru Shida, who's the champion, Tony Storm, Saraya, and it says to be announced on here, but
No, it's Britt Baker.
it's Britt Baker. I don't know why they have to be announced on there, but yeah, it is Britt Baker. Honestly, I don't. I think this belt. I think Hikaru Shida will lose this belt. I hope they don't put it on Saraya. I like to see him put it back on Tony Storm over there because I don't know. So, but I would not be surprised if they put this belt on Saraya.
That's what I'm thinking they're going to do too. And the sad thing is, can she carry the belt? Can she, like, you know, with her injuries and stuff like that, is she, you know, like how is that going to work? Like I know they want to do it for her because she hasn't had a belt in a while, and you know, she hasn't had a belt ever. Hasn't had a belt in a while since she had to forfeit the one title she had in WWE because of her neck injury.
Grayson says Britt will get it back. I love me some DMD.
Yeah, so
I just don't see Britt.
Well, they do AEW does they almost telegraph some of this stuff sometimes. People who don't do a lot of promo stuff aren't going to get the shot. Right? Britt Baker's done one or two things, but she hasn't really, like, she hasn't been the main focus. Like, it's been
a lot of Tony Storm.
A lot of Tony Storm. But not a lot of Saraya.
True, but again, it is you know, a homecoming for her over there. So, and again, you know, considering her, you know, her injuries and stuff like that, like in her time out of the business, you know, do they bring her back with a lot of fanfare and boom, put the belt on her, which I think is what Tony Khan is thinking. But I don't think it's the right choice, but he's in his, you know, drug-addled brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm going with Saraya here.
Same.
Agreed.
All right. We got the Real World Championship match: CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. First off, will it be CM Punk or will it be the Golden Vampire?
No, that's what Jericho should steal that idea from Punk and be the Golden Vampire. There we go.
There you go.
Got it. No, I love the golden lame suit he had on.
Jesus Christ. That was the most pathetic GTS ever. I know Samoa Joe's a big boy, but
you really got him up.
You know CM Punk's winning this, but goddamn, I hope Joe beats the absolute piss out of him.
We will see. I mean, like, I think what will happen is there will be some kind of a disputed decision. It's not like, you know, Punk's gonna win, but Joe is going to do something in the match that's going to make people be like, all right, you know, this is like, it's going to get really interesting.
So this is my gear for tomorrow night.
Oh my God!
And you've seen my silver shoes.
He must have been he must have been at the Spirit Halloween store already.
I may have to drive an hour and a half just to come down there and see this live. I really.
Jesus Christ, Tin Man. I like the shoes though.
All gold, all day, buddy.
Oh my God!
All gold, all day. Yeah, if you can make it to the show, you should come because it's going to be a.
I will see what I can do about driving an hour and a half. But yeah, no. I know Punk is going to win, but I think
I'm the fucking Golden Vampire.
Yeah. Well, you are a vampire. You definitely suck a lot of blood.
No, you suck. All right. So we're all taking CM Punk here to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think they know what they're doing with this Rural World Championship belt yet.
They're just fucking silly.
Lead to something down the road with MJF. That's much I know.
Yeah.
But I think what they need
to do... Joe's the Ring of Honor TV champ too, so why put two belts on him at this point?
Well, and this is not for the TV belt, right? So
yeah, no, it's not. It's for the stupid fake AEW title.
Grayson says Ruby is going to turn on one of them. So.
Ruby is about to go after Statlander for the TBS.
And Grayson also says Joe all the way.
There you go.
Joe
Which
all
honestly,
the way.
I could see Ruby versus Statlander being added to maybe a 0 hour.
Yeah, that could work.
Could be. We're gonna see tonight because they're gonna add something for sure.
You know.
All right, so we're all taking. I'm taking Punk here.
Yeah, same.
All right, so we got the real world heavyweight championship match, not the real world, not the one the Mike was on, the Miz.
Yeah,
we got the one that we got the Road Rules challenge.
The Triple B. The Triple
B. MJF versus Adam Cole. And here we go. We're going to rewind here. Now, I said that MJF is going to take this pin. I do not think he takes the pin in the championship match. I think he wins it. I think he beats Adam Cole.
Okay. And what is that?
Here.
What is that setting? Like, what do you think that's going to set up? Like, if he loses in one match, wins the next one. Like, what are they?
Well, this divide is coming.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
this divide is coming. It might not happen tomorrow night or Sunday night or Sunday or whatever.
Did you watch the Truth and Dab video that Wyatt sent?
Yes, I did.
That's gold.
Yes,
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he sent it
in our group chat, and take a look at it when you get a sec. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
Like
take a shot every time MJF says "fuck." He'll be drunk 2 minutes into the video.
He says "fuck" more times than Gordon Ramsay did in the entire 45-minute episode that he did a regular Hot Ones episode. It's
oh, I watched that. I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but that's what I think. I think MJF wins this, holds on to the Triple B because there is going to be unification coming at some point. I think the only way to unify these belts the right way is to put MJF versus CM Punk.
Yeah. I mean,
I hope MJF wins it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
do I.
I don't think Adam's ready for a world title anyways right now. He's still kind of, huh? No. Hear me out.
What?
What?
Yeah. Okay. So what? Now, hear me out though. Adam.
You got to work through that, bro. You just got to work through that. Change your cadence. Change your cadence.
What? What?
You're supposed to be drinking a beer while you do that.
I can't. I gotta go to work in a few hours.
No, so Adam Cole is not he's still rehabilitating, one from his injury, but two from his his career has not been the same since he left WWE to come to AEW.
What?
So I feel like he needs to they need to give him a series of opponents that really get him back into the heavyweight title picture. And once you do that, then you put him up against whoever the champion is at the time, whether it's MJF still, whether it's Punk, whether whoever's got the belt at that point, get Adam Cole back into that picture. But he's just not this the best buddies thing and what's going on now is great, and it's really putting Adam Cole back in that picture and get in the sense of people now kind of want to see.
I got a swerve for you.
Okay.
This is what's going to happen. Hear me out.
What?
Yeah. A double clothesline for the finish. They fall down, one arm on the other one for each of them. A 3 count. They're co-champions.
Yeah. That could be interesting. And I can see Tony pulling something like that. That would.
You're an asshole. You're an asshole. I think that would be great.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that with Chris Jericho in China?
Yeah, the Intercontinental title.
I can see them doing this.
Yeah. Now it would be interesting. That would actually be a really interesting way to end that match. But
Grayson had a question. No, Jungle Boy is actually he's on Collision, I believe. He's wrestling. He's retiring that match that belt on Collision supposedly on Saturday. Jungle Jerk.
Yeah, you'll have a line of ECW legends coming out to run a gauntlet with them, probably.
yeah.
But yeah, I would honestly find that hysterical if they pulled the double clothesline, pin each other for the world title, and they're co-champions.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
I think they could, if they do it right, they could still run this whole angle with them as co-champions for a while and just
fight over the belt.
Continue the funny shit that they've been doing.
The Better Than You Bebe belt.
It would be hilarious.
So,
I mean, I'm taking MJF
same
seriously, but
I'm taking MJF.
If they pull the double clothesline and pin each other to be co-champions, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I'm gonna be so mad at you, Ricky, if that happens. And that championship match will probably be about 8:30, 9 o'clock on Sunday night.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. So, by the way, just out of curiosity, just for the fantasy league, what happened? Like, if two different people pick MJF or Adam Cole, like, one person picks MJF, one person picks Adam Cole, do we all win? If Ricky's thing goes to fruition, if they do coaching,
it would be just like the match that happened with
the double count out at Impact. Nobody.
Yes, won. The points get washed away. So
make
sure you put all your points on that one.
It's like a half win and a half loss.
Yeah, some of us that match. I think I put all my points on that match too. I lost. Yeah, I lost a lot of points in that match.
Yeah, because we all thought, or not Impact, that was NXT. It was the Gable Stevenson Corbin match.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I hope that. Yeah. Tony, if you're listening, don't do that to me because I got to go through and do a bunch of different math.
Tony just hopped out of Julia Hart's hat and he's like, ooh. Brilliant idea.
Oh, Smithers. You just say Smithers. All right, that's going to do it here for us at Hardway. We've been on here long enough. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Ricky, for joining. We'll probably have Wyatt next time. Maybe we're going to get some of these people that are joining us in the chat to jump on here at some point.
There you go.
Maybe get the fans' perspective. But, I mean, we're fans, right? We don't know anything. I know everything. But
I'm still waiting for Jeremy Stone to get his trailer reception back so he can actually find a window to get into.
Yeah,
and actually look me in the eyes. If he wins at 304, I'm going to tell Chucky I may not be a trained ATCW wrestler, but I'll get in the ring with him.
I'm gonna tell you this right now because I brought it up to Chucky about you disrespecting Jeremy, the undefeated Stone, and he says he's pretty sure Jeremy could take you. So
I highly doubt it.
Jeremy's a tough guy, but I mean he doesn't look tough, but he's grizzled. He's a grizzled vet.
Oh, grizzled is definitely the right word for that face.
And you know one thing he's got that you don't? Jonathan Cross.
Jonathan Cross, yeah.
That's exactly right.
What's his finishing move called? Human fall flat?
So you'll see. I do not want to give away how he won this last match, but it was great.
No, yeah, don't, because I want to actually watch this video of you and Virgil Light launching his lifeless body off the top rope.
Did I already tell you what the finish was?
You told me some of it, but I haven't actually seen it.
Yeah. So every month, I'm talking to Chucky. Chucky's not the biggest fan of Jeremy for whatever reason, and Jeremy's growing on Tim a little bit like a fungus, and every month I'm pitching what Jeremy should do next, and the whole month Tim is like, "Fuck you, we're not doing it. He's not winning," and then this has been going on for 7 months now, and Jeremy has not lost a match this year. So I'm a fucking genius.
I will take him on. I will make him tap out, and my finisher is going to be called the Cross Crippler.
Can't. It's
Not the
it's
Crippler
copyrighted.
Crossface.
It's
No, it's not.
copyrighted. It's copyrighted.
No, it's going to be the Cross Crippler.
I'm going to have to check with my lawyer. Stupid P-Doo, stupid P-Doo, stupid P-Doo. Call Stephen P-Doo.
Oh my gosh.
Freaking Outlaw Mud Show. Anyway, again, that's it for us here at Hardway. Thank you, boys. We'll be back on Monday after a long weekend of wrestling. I'll have some updates, hopefully some video clips of the Golden Dragon or the Golden Vampire, TCW,
The Golden Shower.
the Golden Showers. I probably will piss my pants at some point. So
At least you're wearing a gold suit.
that's right. That's right. So, all right, we'll see you, boys. Everybody, please make sure you go like, subscribe, and share. We are at 111 subscribers. We are climbing. We are trying to get to 150. That is our next goal. And we can not do it without you. So make sure you share. Tell your friends. Hey, there's this googly-eyed motherfucker that his hair is always a fucking mess, and he's got the best cleavage in the business.
And the world's biggest cereal spoon.
And the world's biggest cereal spoon, and can take a chop from Chucky Manson. Make sure you look at that thing.
So does that mean 2 people in this room beat Chucky Manson?
No. Chucky beat him.
Chucky
Gotcha. Oh, my bad. I thought you said you chopped Chucky.
I wasn't able to be on Monday to discuss what happened. You said something. I saw the clip of it. You said that he didn't hit me that hard, dude. That hurt like hell.
Yes, wrestling's not fake.
Wrestling is
not fake, but he hits you at about 30%.
Oh, I don't know about that. It felt like more about 45-48%.
Well, yeah, we're gonna let you say. We're just gonna let you think what you want to think. But I've heard and seen Chucky chop people and felt a few chops from Chucky, and the sound is much different. Unless your nipples got the best acoustics in the building.
That's true.
All right, that's it for us here at Hardway. Appreciate everybody joining. Make sure you please go like and subscribe. I will be at TCW on Saturday. We have a QRL code. So when people scan this QRL code and they go like our Facebook page, we're gonna give them entry into a drawing for some cool prizes. And yeah, that's what we got going on. So we'll see everybody on Monday.
Peace.
Ricky.
On the hard way. Oh, my bad.
God, Rick. Yeah. I mean, seriously, you got one fucking line you got to remember.
Hey, I'm getting tired again. I got to go to work soon.